Hello everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt and welcome to this video. You guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you so much for your support. I did two videos, you guys. Let me back up. This is a warning for anyone who wants to mess with me in 2020-24. I don't care if it's a gang stalker. I don't care who it is. You guys, you would think that I communicate with a lot of people. I'm actually an introvert at heart. I do not, what does they call when you are an introvert, but you can get with the best of you can literally just go somewhere and go Oprah Winfrey and then come back home and become a recluse. That's me. But in my everyday life, I'm not, even though I used to go out to the clubs, people in my life, people have always migrated to me. No bragging. I've never just gone out looking for people, wanting to hang around people, wanting to do this. Never. And as it seems, I'm going to be like that for the rest of my life. I love it. I love the fact that I can be at home. In my place, and I'm going to talk about that, y'all. Somebody made me lose housing. Okay. Kind of sort. I'm going to say kind of sort of because you got to be honest. I was pressed for time. This person knew I was pressed for time. My voucher was ending the next day. As you guys know, I've been in a shelter, which is how I got my housing, how I got my voucher for housing back in 2016. And I'm going to tell you that I've been going over events that have been happening in my life for the last 10, 12, well, 20, let's say, not 20 years. I'll say the last 15 years, just to be safe. And everything that has occurred in my life, you guys, that's been negative, has been the result of someone else. Now, you, Kimmy, if it had been, no. My financial situation, which I had my own business, was because of hacking then and put two and two together. It was my gang stalkers. I just didn't know it was them. Um, Everything that has happened in my life, you guys, for the last 10, 15 years. And I have to say over 10 because I've been a victim of gang stalking way longer. And I've been a victim of gang, knowing I was a victim or am a victim of gang stalking even longer than 15 years. But I was still productive. I could still do some things. And just talking to you guys right now, even those things were not at my full potential. I just did not know what in God's creation was going on. I'm so woke right now, you guys. I sleep very well, but I have to let you guys know 2024, this is going to sound mean. I'm not a mean person. I got a lot of people that hate me, but I also have a lot of people that love my funky, nasty, dirty draws if I wore them in parentheses. I do. And I love those people because they're just like me. They keep it real. They don't want this and this and this and that. I have a lot of people, sympathy. Oh God, what is this? Oh, I know what this is. Hold on, you guys. Let me take this from around my neck. I forgot I put it on my neck. Wow, it's not choking me, but it's tangling in with my cross. I have a cross on my neck, and it's just a moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, and this person right here, I don't want this person. I hope they don't think I'm putting them on camera, so disregard that person. I don't even think you can really see their face. But 2024, you guys, I am going to blast everyone. When you don't give a fuck about someone having a roof over their head, you don't call the person and tell them that you're not going to do this and not going to do that. No pressure. This is their job. This is the last conversation you have with this person. I have no sympathy for you. I'm going to post your fucking name and your fucking phone number. Okay. You guys, gang stalking victims, targeted individuals, we need to stick together, even though we're doing a wonderful job of that. We also need to reverse, not only reverse the curse, return back to sender. We're working on that. We also need to treat people the way that we're being treated. When these people are treating us, and I knew this lady knew who I was, and I'm going to tell you guys what happened. As you're building yourself up, more and more people are going to know you. And then as you're building yourself up, Some of those people are not going to like you. It comes with the territory. I can take it, no problem. But some of those people who don't like you will get others to not like you by voicing their opinion. And then these others who may have never interacted with you by any means of the spectrum, just hearing this and this and that, and they may go to your page, your social media accounts or whatever, or social media pages. They themselves will start acting like the person that told them about you, okay, and have these ill will feelings towards you. You guys, I can safely say people who really hate me, I don't even know who they are. I never broke bread. Now, that's not for everyone. That's not across the board for everyone. Let me say that, because you have people in your own family that will do ill will to you. So no, please don't think that's what I'm saying. But a vast majority of the people that are putting ill will on me, they don't even know who the hell I am. They just know of me. And you have to be on social media if you're building yourself up, if you have a business, if you're doing this and that. So let me tell you guys, I will do a separate video on that person. Cassandra Elder is her name. I'm gonna you can as a matter of fact, God told me, oh my God, and I told the investor who I talked to, and she is the investor's, let her say it, quote unquote, I'm the property manager. When people throw their weight around like that, you already know that that person knows whom you are. Yes, and they have your credentials. They have access to your social security number and your ID, because you have to submit that in order to get housing. This idiot did not submit my paperwork. Pressed for time. You know, everything with housing authority, with any housing authority has dates on it. You just can't go around every day saying, "Ooh, I got a whole year." And you may, if you have a whole year, you have a whole year. But you have applied for your extensions. You're looking for places, and here's the deal: you had a balance that you should not have even had. You guys, no problem. Take my deposit was what that was about, and use it. In other words, I left 2 couches in my last apartment, knowing that I had paid a deposit and they could have that money to remove those couches. Also knowing of other people who has lived in that complex, and they never once charged them anything. And these people have left cups and spoons, and they just was shot ghost. I leave my place clean, but leave 2 couches in there, and they want to charge me, which I did not mind. I'm just out. I'm out. Take the money that I paid for my deposit. I was told I didn't pay a deposit. I was told I paid an admin fee. Don't you guys know what an admin fee is for? But okay. But anyway, you guys. So that particular person, I'm going to put you on blast, Cassandra. I was asked by the investor, whom you know, you are the property manager of that property, to not put you on blast. Yes, I am. You knew exactly my predicament. You knew exactly that I was pressed for time. You knew exactly that you had the right, quote unquote, I've been dealing with DHA for 15 years. Miss, I've been dealing with DHA for 15 years. You knew exactly my predicament. You knew that I had one day, and this can be done, you guys, because everything's online right now. She knew that I had one day. She complied with that. She had no problem sending my stuff. No, none of this was ever said in the opposite. You guys, I lost my housing behind this person. But I'm going to tell you guys in the video that I'm going to do about this, how I already knew what she was not going to do. I have very, very, very high discernment, very high. And I can talk to you one time and know that you have ill will, and that you have, in lieu of your ill will to people, you have ill will against me. Okay? There's a lot of people that know your girl right here, y'all. It's a lot of people that know me. Don't look at the numbers on social media. I got a lot of trolls, people who go to my stuff to see what I'm doing, people that try to copy my stuff. And speaking of copying my things, I have mentioned to you guys that I was going to be doing a series called, it's going to be on Patreon, because I have to make money, you guys. I was going to be doing a series called The Devil Will Truly, in parentheses, truly in parentheses, flee. This is for gang stalking victims and targeted individuals and anyone who wants to prevent being either of those, and for those who are just curious about what exactly is gang stalking, how to get out of gang stalking. Knowledge is power. Okay, so I'm going to talk. I told you guys in a video, those videos, even though there is one on YouTube, and this is a good thing because I meant to start with the introduction, and I actually started out with my mantras, giving you guys 100 of my mantras. That video may even be redone, who knows, but I love that video. There's some things going on in that video, spiritual, because there's a guy who walks right in front of my camera. And when you look at the camera, that guy is nowhere to be found in the picture. We're in the end times, you guys. Nothing shocks me. Nothing. When I tell you guys nothing shocks me, you can tell me someone felt this, just sadly, I hope no one does this. It's going to happen one day. Before God gets rid of this earth or whatever, it's, oh, they fell off the 15th floor of a building. They committed suicide. Do you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing surprises me. Nothing. I'm at that point in my life, and that's a good thing for me. You can't tell me anything that's going to, oh, no, that, first of all, that's a gossipy person. But no, nothing surprises me. So when I talked to this lady, and we talked, I think, more than once that day, the day before, she knew my predicament. Hands down. She, out of her mouth, said that I've been dealing with DHA for 15 years. Why do people mess with you and they don't know who you know? I'm going to leave that right there. Y'all leave people fucking alone. You don't know oh God. You don't know who knows who. You're doing ill will to that person. And you don't know who that person knows. Okay? You don't know who that person knows. Which is sad. You know what I'm saying? And this is the world we live in. These are people who do things to people and think that they're going to get away with it. There is nothing that you do on this fucking planet that you're going to get away with. I'm out. I am out. I'm not the moral compass by any means of the spectrum. We all sin, but every sin is different depending on which, every sin is different. But I don't let demons run my life. They will never have the capacity to do that. I am chosen. I did not put that label on myself. God put that label on me. I did not ask to be chosen. He appointed me a chosen individual. And I see why. I really do. No stuck up or anything. I look at people and I listen to people and I'm like, gosh, why would someone act like that? Why? I'm glad I don't act like that. Oh my God. And someone blatantly told me years ago, Kimmy, or they may have called me by my name, my birth name or whatever. I know it wasn't my birth name. It probably was my birth name, short version of my birth name. You don't understand people because you don't understand why people do things like that or do things to you because you're not like that. Paraphrasing what they said. I can't remember how they said it. And I was like, and I accepted that, but I'm like, yeah, but still, why would you? I just don't understand ignorance. I love to have fun, I do, but I don't understand ignorance, blatant, just ignorant. You just messing with people for no reason. I'm also going back to the Patreon thing. So those videos will be on Patreon that I'm going to do for that series. The Devil Will Truly Flee. I have to get income, and I know God told me when I was talking to her. First of all, if you were not going to turn my paperwork in, hunty, why didn't you call me and let me know that? And I had just a little over 24 hours to submit my paperwork. If you really meant well, you would have called me immediately, text or something and said, Kimmy, I'm not going to be able to process your papers, blah, 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 because you had it planned. You were also asking me questions that were totally irrelevant to the job that you were sent out to do. You were asking me, why did it take so long for me to get a place? What does that have to do with all the tea in China? I'm here right now. I have been avidly looking, but that is none of your business. Does that have to do? No, but I explained. I'm saying this in hindsight. I wasn't talking to her like this. I told her why. So I've been looking for a place, and blah 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 blah, and you get a list, and when you get the list, those places may not be accepting, complying to a question that I didn't even have to comply with. But the ball is in your court at this point. I got to answer this question because you have my paperwork. Y'all got how about God told me, the investor told me to call her back at 4 o'clock. Call her back at 4 o'clock to see what the process is. And I knew, pressed for time, I was going to give her to the next day. I'm going to go ahead and give you the date that my voucher ends, which was the next day. I had that day as well to call you. Because I need you to run my credit report. I don't owe anyone. I don't owe any apartments, anything. The $250 balance was disappeared, which is how I got my renewal voucher, because you can't owe anyone. So that when they called, that money was gone off my account. Just so happened, God said, call them again, because it disappeared and it was back on my account. That got paid way months ago. So I didn't owe anyone anything on an apartment complex. This woman didn't even process my stuff, y'all. She knew, talking to me, she was not going to process my stuff. She knew the ball was in her court with me having a place to stay. But let me tell y'all in that video what she did not know. One of those things, before I forget, is you don't know who I know. And you don't know whom knows me. See, we go around as a collective people and we try to throw our weight around because of our position. If I don't do it, then you're not going to get a space. And you on social media making comments and doing this. Every fucking comment I've ever made on social media, I'll make it again right here. God even told me that this woman was talking to the investor. See, the investor thinks that I don't know what was going on. 2 black women, y'all. 2 black women. The investor don't even know that I know that, I don't know who she was talking to. But God, when I tell y'all God talks to me, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, or better yet, he shows me. I can't even explain it to you. I get word from him about a whole bunch of stuff. He already showed me that she was not going to turn my paperwork in, which is why I didn't call at 4 o'clock. Call at 4 o'clock for what? She needs a little bit more time to do that, and she's not going to do it. I can tell from the conversation that we had that this woman was not going to turn in my paperwork, just because I felt like she was throwing her weight around, then asking questions that were totally irrelevant to her accepting or not accepting my application for processing. I knew that just talking to her that she was not going to turn my stuff in, and friend, this is the reason why. I had one day. I'm just going to hold on to her stuff. And then, I'm not going to call her and tell her nothing. She's going to have to call me. And when she called me, I'm going to throw my weight around and act like, and that's exactly what this woman did. Do you know I didn't call that woman until 11 something that next morning or whatever, 1? Because I already knew, y'all. When God shows you something, I already knew, because when I turned my phone on, you guys knowing I don't leave the battery in my phone. When I turn my phone on, I expect to have a voicemail, especially at 11 o'clock on that day. You're supposed to be doing on that day. You were supposed to, the next day, you were supposed to be processing this for me. This is urgent. And not to put my urgencies on anyone, the investor accepted my application. The investor accepted my money orders. The investor accepted my driver's license and accepted my social security card. What's wrong with you? You're up under her, the property manager. So with that being said, y'all, I am going to put her on blast, and I'm going to end this with this, and I'm going to play this voicemail for you guys. You guys, let me tell y'all something. Gang stalking victims, targeted individual, or those who are just going through things, they were about to, you saw how they were looking, they were about to take that person's things, and they left them there. Why is it when people about to steal something, they get like this walk like they're who was that? They had the big old collar from back in the day. Like they're Kojak or somebody. They get this walk like, did you see that? No, you didn't see that. I hope you didn't see that. But the walk. hmm I've been looking at this stuff and I'm like, did this lady, this stuff that's in the window, y'all see that? I'm like, and the funny thing is how she got up. Um, People will do this. She got up and got, I think, her bag and what was most important, and that could be important, but she got up and did a real quick circle with her head down. And I really think this person left their things in the window because if they were going to use the restroom, first of all, where I am, you take all your stuff with you. But either way. So I'm going to get into my voicemail right now, you guys, and I'm going to let you guys hear this message that coordinates with this video. Not this video, but the video is called Sorry Dear 469-460-4823 is no longer my number. Okay, look up that video. It's called Sorry Dear 469-460-4823 is no longer my number. Once again, this idiot calls me to my new number to let me know that she has my old number, but she didn't say it like that. I'm gonna let you guys hear it, okay? So here we go. Let me do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm in my phone. Let me make sure the volume's turned up. Oh, and there will also be a video on a voicemail and I'm going to bypass this voicemail if it's before this one that I'm going to play, because I have to play that one for this video right here. This called Why Is It My Number? And it says in your phone. It should say is in your phone contacts. And did you just call me by my birth name? That video. I'm going to play the video of that person, white guy, who wanted my phone number, but it's detailed, you guys. And this guy called me by my birth name, and my number was already in his phone. And let me say this. I'm gonna say this again to you guys. This number that we're referencing, not this the number, is a track phone number. Track phone does not care or ask you to, unlike if you were to go in a store for AT&T, you go in a store for Verizon. Whatever name is on your ID, on your identification, that's the name that your account is going to be in, unless it's a business account, and most times you have to show some kind of credentials that is a business account, meaning this is all pertaining to the ID. When someone calls you, your name is either going to come up or the business name is going to come up on the call ID. That's when you go into a location and get phone service at a local location or wherever you get it. You walk-in location. Track phone is not like that. All you're doing is activating the damn phone, okay? So why was my number already in your phone under my name and spelled just like my name? K, capital I, and there she is. Okay, she meant to leave her things. Capital K, capital I, M. No, capital K, lowercase I, M. Y'all know my name. My name is in this person's phone just like that. When I dialed my number, because I don't keep my battery in my phone, and I told him, okay, I don't keep my battery. Put your number in my phone. I said, I'll tell you what, let me call my number. Let me call my number from their phone. I have their phone in my hand. I called my number to get their number. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me just call my number and from your phone, and you'll have mine. That kind of stuff. They didn't know or have forgotten, being stupefied, that my number was already in their phone. When I dialed it, my caller ID came up of who he was calling, but it was me calling, and it was me, my number, my name, just as it is branded on social media. Scary. Not only that, this guy shortly after that called me by my birth name. White guy. So I'm going to play that video as well. Not in this video though. I'm going to play that video as well. Okay, so you guys can okay. So let me put my password in.
Listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message,
Okay, I hope y'all can hear that.
To change your personal options, press 4. To disconnect, press star. First saved voice message. Sent Wednesday, April
First message.
Duration 12 seconds.
Listen to this idiot.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more options, press 0.
I want to play it
To replay
again.
this message, press 4.
4.
To get envelope.
Listen.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. End of message. To Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system.
Okay, so I'm going to hang up. What she said is in the most grotesque voice you can ever imagine. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. Girl, let me tell you something. I do voiceovers. No one on the planet would ever hire you as a voiceover artist to do that. Okay? It should have been, your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. Okay? Not, your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. System. Did I say system? Yeah. Yeah. People, which one of those voices would you hire to do that? Not only that, it's coming from my old phone number. Isn't that amazing? Idiot. Y'all see why people can't stand me? Y'all, people do not like me because I'm going to get in your ass. I'm going to call you out. And these are the things, non-intentional. You brought that on yourself. As Martin Lawrence would say, you brought that on yourself. Yeah, you brought that on yourself. Why get mad at the person that's recognizing your game? What are you mad at me for? Not for. For. I'm going to talk like you. For. Did y'all hear that? If you didn't hear it and it was turned all the way up, I saved it. It's very low. What may end up happening but it doesn't matter. I may have to call my voicemail from a different phone. This is a track phone. And although I love track phones, I guess the voicemail is pretty low, although turned up, put it to your ear, you can hear it. Yeah. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. Oh, by the way, I got your old fucking phone number. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. Why did you just finish it off and say some shit like that? What you calling me for? Okay, seriously. Why are you calling me? You are not me. Oh my God. When I look in the mirror, I love what I see. I can only imagine if I looked in the mirror and I saw your face. Oh my God, I would probably literally just pass out. Really? It should have been, once again, your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. Press 1 for blah, 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 blah. I know how this go, helpful. And this person, I know who this is. This is one of the 3 witches of Eastwick. Y'all stay with me. Y'all know the 3 demonic succubuses, okay, that it seems to want to follow me. All of them, each one of them has their own personality towards me and says the same thing towards me. One of them wants to be on my team when I'm asleep. When I'm up, but off of my team when I'm asleep. So she's on Team Kimmy. When Kimmy is up, baby, you would think that was my best friend. I don't care what y'all do. I'm not worried about Kimmy's hair. When I'm asleep, and I will never say this person is ever worried about my hair like the other ones. Okay, I will never say that. But it's other stuff. I don't care. Y'all, Kimmy. When I'm asleep, though, you never once hear that, or when they think I'm asleep, because I can't hear them in my sleep. Let me say that, one or the other. How about I never heard this person saying, y'all, why y'all trying to get in her bag? Why y'all using that equipment why y'all using that laser pointer to try to get into her USB drives to steal her stuff? Because I'm going to do a video on that. You can extract stuff from someone's USB drive, y'all. Do y'all hear me? From a laser pointer. If a laser pointer can stop an airplane, Guess what they can do to your damn SIM card, your SIM cards, anything that has the tracking on it. But I don't know if they can do. They probably can. I guess it extracts numbers. It extracts if you have a USB drive, which is going to have videos and pictures and all that on it. If that's what's on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, look. Your girl right here got so much stuff to show y'all. I'm telling y'all, go get y'all some damn popcorn. I'm telling you. But Mrs. Elder, I think it's Elder. Is it Elderberry? No, it's Elder, because I kept thinking Elderberry with her name when just every time I thought of her name. Not after the incident. This is when I first heard of her name, Elder. That was my little way of remembering what her name is, because I was told that she would be calling me. You guys, there you go. Sit down, idiots. But I'm going to leave you guys with this. You guys, whether you're a gang stalking victim or not, whether you're a targeted individual or not, and targeted individuals will be gang stalked, but doesn't mean you will be gang stalked, but it doesn't mean you'll be doesn't mean that because you are a gang stalking victim that you will be targeted. Targeted individuals are on a whole, we're both. Okay, because we're targeted, we are going to be gang stalked. We got something you want. We have something someone want. We have a lot. We are a library of information. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that thing. Oh my God! And I knew this, you guys. I'm gonna say something. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I don't go around having sex with people I don't. We have to have something going on. I've never even had a one night stand. And the closest I ever got to a one night stand was back in 2008. Was it 18? 19, 2020. 2020. This is 24. I had known this person. Y'all, I mean, we did. Okay. For the first time in my life, and I'm in my 50s, but yeah, 2020. And let me tell you guys something, but it wasn't a one night stand. So let me go back to that. I've never in my life had a one night stand. I was listening to a tarot reader, and not saying this person personally knows me, but this is the word that I have been getting. It's something about me and sex, okay? Not in sex, and sex. Like, people that have had sex with me go crazy. Okay? I don't know how many people they killed. I don't know what, and I don't think it's just sexual. I think it's the overall energy of a person, myself, anyone like me. It's because we're not, first and foremost, we're not going around opening our legs to everyone, every fucking body we see. Not even half of everybody we see, not even whatever. I just had a guy here at the library last week, and they'll send people to you. I'm at the computer, and he backs his chair back and says, "Hey, how you doing? What are you doing after this?" Y'all, I got a look that I give someone. I said, "What do you mean?" What do you mean is, and I'm going to leave it right there. What do you mean? Like, I got what you're saying, but I wanted to come out your mouth so I can blast your ass to the moon. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's going to be one of those. And I'm looking and waiting like, okay, what's up? And he said, no, never mind. So he scoots it. Okay, and I turn my head back. Okay. You don't want to elaborate? Okay. You're going to tell me what you mean. He comes back. He's sliding his chair back like we're in the office, and he's wanting to get the code for the telephone number for blah, blah, blah insurance company. Here come this chair again. I'm like, okay, here we go. You asked me what do I mean. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing when you leave the library? Going home. And when the eyebrows were up and the horns were about to come out, they were already the cover. My hair, y'all, I think I have two little spots on my head at the top, and my hair like kind of moves over to the right or to the left, depending on what side. And I got these antennae that would start coming out. You hear me? You better cut it out. If they could talk, they would tell you, because she's fixing to go in. You know what I'm saying? So they were like a fourth of the way out, like, okay, I'm gonna give you time to slide your ass back on over into the sunset over there and leave me alone. That's what you fixing to do. So he went he went back over there. Now, how about this guy slid up to me like 6 times? I like your outfit. I love that what you have on. And you looking at your outfit like, okay, this is just normal. Okay. I said, oh, thank you. In other words, slide your ass back on over there, okay? This guy came up to me so many damn times, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. I'm not going to say that's who that is. Y'all, when I was in the shelter, remember when I told you some of my gang stalkers came to the shelter, which I knew walking out the door they was coming to the shelter, okay? Was not a surprise. One of my gang stalkers came to the shelter, and he looks just like this guy, but he looked in here and turned his head. I'm going to have to look at the video. And he's with a baby. I guess he's had a baby since then or whatever. But this guy was literally one of my gang stalkers from before I even came in the shelter. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go. Like I said, that video will be of me speaking with this guy. And it'll be a video like this, and I will play that video, that voicemail as well. Patreon. I keep saying this, and I don't think I finish it. All of the devil will flee stuff will be on Patreon. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in need of funding. I'm also contemplating. I'm waiting to hear word from some people on Monday about the status of my home, of me having a home. And you guys, it's sad, but I'm not going to say this here how I want to say it, because I'm going to see what's going to happen on Monday. But you guys, I feel so free. I feel free because it's like, y'all, my stomach just growled. I hope y'all didn't hear that, but if you did, that's what it was. It was not a fart. It's to the point, y'all, I just want to stay on the streets. Now, I don't just want to stay on the streets. I prefer a home. But it's like God had something to do, unbeknownst to this idiot Mrs. Elder. God, I know in my heart, had something to do with that divine intervention. What you guys didn't know is Press for Time, the place that I was contemplating moving in, was not far from where I first realized I'm being spied on. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it's the same zip code. And Press for Time, clock is ticking. I did not like the place at all. I did not like how the place looked when I know in my heart, my goal was to move downtown, and I knew in my heart or move out of the state, but that I had that option at the very beginning. I knew I did not want to be there, but I also knew that because of the surrounding people, and the investor would tell you, I asked specific questions about the people that I would be around. Yeah, it was like God said, no more apartments for you. You can have an apartment, but you're not going to be, you're done. Because they were already contemplating doing the same thing that they had been doing to you, and I'm not going to let that happen. So I'm going to make Miss Elder think she doing something, you know what I'm saying? Make her think because she didn't turn your stuff in. Okay. I'm going to make her think that she, done blocked your blessings and everything, but she ain't did nothing, you know what I'm saying? Kimmy, you my daughter, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I slept real good. I knew she was not going to turn my stuff in. It was like God was telling me, she's not going to turn your things in, but you okay. You okay. Don't worry about it. I need more time. In other words, and I'm going to see how things are going to go on Monday. And Made a couple of phone calls, and I'm going to see how that goes, and then I'll go from there. You guys, when I post these things on Patreon, please donate to your girl. I need your help because as it stands right now, I do not have a place to lay my. I have a place to lay my head, but it was supposed to be temporary, you guys, and I don't want to overstay my welcome with no one. So donate, and I sure appreciate it. And what may have happened is like a lot of gang stalking victims are living in hotels. I may have to go get a hotel. And I am so fine with that because if that's how it may be, because I can bounce. Y'all don't understand bouncing. The only thing that would prevent me from having to bounce is that I were to get married and I would be in a home where I know I don't have to worry about this and this and that and that. I know I can take my clothes off and take a shower and know that there are not cameras watching me, trying to watch my private areas. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I want to be free, okay? I wanna be free, free, free. I can't say that loud. When I can't sing loud, y'all, and I have a mouth, ooh, that's how it's gonna come out. Because I wanna whispering in his ear. My magic potion for love. Telling him I'm sincere and that there's nothing too good for us, but I want to be free. Free. I can't do it here. Oh, I have to go outside. No, I'm good. Bye, y'all. Much love. Peace. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir, Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao, Bela. Ciao, Belo. Smooches gotta go. Y'all, I'm just now realizing my mind, I know I'm in the library, but I got my library voice going on. I learned that in elementary. That's your girl's intellectual. I've been talking to y'all on the low. It just happened. Why can't everybody be like that? Like, fool, you in the library. Why you talking so loud? And people know this and know not to do that, but they still have that street voice because that's just whom they are. But I just realized right now, ending this video, I've really been talking to y'all in my library voice. Damn, I'm good. Bye.